He was the most physically dominant basketball player who ever lived. 7 feet tall. 325 pounds of pure unstoppable force. 4 NBA championships. 15 All-Star selections. A man so large, so powerful, and so seemingly indestructible that the entire world assumed nothing could ever slow him down. But what is actually happening inside Shaquille O'Neal's body right now, the health battles he has been quietly fighting since retiring from the sport that made him a legend, is a story that will genuinely break your heart. Because it turns out the most powerful man in basketball has been carrying something far heavier than anyone knew. It started with a doctor's visit he had been avoiding for over a decade. After 19 brutal seasons in the NBA, 19 years of his enormous frame absorbing punishment that would have destroyed lesser athletes entirely, Shaq simply stopped going to the doctor. No checkups. No monitoring. Nothing. He has admitted plainly that his thinking was simple: if he was not playing, why would he need a doctor? So he stayed away. For years. And when he finally walked back into a doctor's office, what he heard stopped him cold. The first diagnosis was obstructive sleep apnea, a life-threatening condition where the airways partially or completely close during sleep, cutting off oxygen to the brain and heart. He has revealed that he would literally choke in his sleep at night, gasping, struggling, his body fighting for air while he was completely unconscious and unaware. His doctor told him bluntly, sleep apnea can cause hypertension, strokes, and death. Just like that. Shaquille O'Neal, the man who once made opposing centers look like children, was being told he could die in his sleep. He now sleeps connected to a breathing machine every single night. He has been doing so for years. But that was not the only bomb his doctor dropped. 19 seasons of playing through injuries had required 19 seasons of painkillers, and the toll they had taken on his kidneys was severe. His doctor told him his kidneys were weak and cut him off immediately. He has described being dependent on those pills, not addicted, he is careful to say, but dependent, popping 1 or 2 on the days when his body simply refused to move without them. Going cold turkey from that dependency while managing a body breaking down in multiple directions at once was a reckoning nobody in the public ever witnessed. Then came the hip replacement surgery, his body finally demanding payment for everything those 19 seasons had taken from it. The weight gain that followed retirement added another dangerous layer. He has spoken about the moment he looked down and barely recognized himself, his stomach so far over his belt that he coined his own condition, joking about it publicly while privately knowing the reality was anything but funny. He lost 40 pounds. Then 50. He is still working to lose more, undergoing blood-spinning treatments, working with trainers, and partnering with medical companies to advocate publicly for the health conditions he once ignored. Just weeks ago he appeared on a major podcast and urged anyone listening to go get checked out, because he knows better than most what happens when you do not. At 54, Shaquille O'Neal is still fighting. Still showing up. Still making people laugh on ESPN every week. But the body that made him the most dominant player in basketball history is now the very thing demanding the most from him. And that, more than any opponent he ever faced on that court, is the hardest battle he has ever had to fight.